Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. Today I'm going to be showing you how I sharpen my Aus8 knives. This is a very cheap, very low quality tool stone for sharpening tools. This is a cold steel Recon Tanto in Japanese Aus8. And this is the fine side of the stone. This is the coarse side of the stone. This is meant for sharpening tools. This side is what we're going to use. May take a little bit longer, but the coarse side is not what we want, especially because Aus8 is a very soft steel. But Confucius say, what does not bend must break. Of course, I've got a dip in to sharpen knives. A lot of you know I quit tobacco a while back, but can't help myself. Gotta have a chew in when you're sharpening a knife. I'm spitting on a stone after all. Anyways, what I'm doing now is I'm finding the factory angle on the fine side, and I'm using very gentle pressure. Basically letting the weight of the knife polish the edge. And I'm doing small circles on the stone here. Basically what I'm doing is I'm stone grinding the knife. Now once I think that I've got my edge smoothed out on this side, we're going to re-wet the stone. Now we're going to go to the other side. Find that same factory angle, straighten out our edge. I'm using very light pressure. Now I don't get my knives super razor sharp, but I do like to have them with a working edge on them. So I'm holding the stone with 3 fingers underneath of it so that I have a feel for the stone, so that I can feel my knife biting into the stone. And I'm holding my knife with 3 fingers, or 2 fingers and my thumb, and letting it balance up against my little finger there. And I'm just keeping that factory angle, because it is possible to fuck up your geometry on Aus8 very easily. So I'm just refining the factory edge. And let's face it, this does not need to be a scalpel. This is a large combat survival knife. It uses blunt force trauma. So now that I've got my edge where I want it so far with the circles, I'm going to go back over to the other side, and you want to keep track of how many times you rub the knife across. And now I'm going to put a little bit more on it and put a secondary edge on it by going on a steeper angle and drawing it back across the stone in long sweeps. This is where it gets complicated, because you want to try and keep the same angle on both sides and the same amount of passes on your secondary edge. Now obviously with a Tanto blade you're going to want to chisel sharpen this as well to keep your tooth sharp. I just drag it back. And now this blade is not razor sharp, but let's face it, how sharp does your knife really need to be? It has a good working edge, and the edge is now even. That's how Tex fucking Grebner sharpens Aus8. So I hope this video has been helpful. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at legallyconcealed.org. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you served in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.